Liam, firstly, looking back to last week against Preston, everything in terms of form said that it should have been a win for Preston or an easy 3 points, but all the way through, Reading fought to the end and deserved them 3 points, didn't they?
Yeah, I'd say on the grand scheme of the game, we deserved the 3 points. Obviously, we was disappointed to concede so late on, and if that had been 10 minutes earlier, it would have been difficult, you know. But like I say, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, we created chances. We played really well first half. Maybe could have been 3 or 4 up, and we did well. And that was a really positive performance on result.
Obviously, now 7 games to go, but just how big a step was that, getting them 3 points and really being able to push on going on to a huge stretch in the final part of the season?
Massive. We need to do things as quick as possible. 7 games, like you say, but if we didn't win that game, it's much more tighter, much more difficult going into the remaining 7 games. This gave us a little bit of space. I won't say to breathe because we don't want to let people come back in, but it gave us space to kick on again and hopefully put some more points and some more distance between us this weekend.
April's come round, 6 games to go this month. It's a lot of games in a very small period of time. Begins with Hull as well. How important is it to sort of try and get off to a winning start in April and really kick on from there?
It's a really big month. There's no hiding that. We're going to go to Hull and focus on that solely, give everything to get the 3 points on that day, and it'll be swiftly moving on to the game on Wednesday against Norwich. But it's one game at a time. Pick up as many points as quick as possible, and then yeah, we'll assess from there.
In terms of Hull, I'm sure you've done your analysis as you do for every team, but what sort of a challenge do Hull pose? Because they've had a good season and been really up there compared to where they were last season.
Yeah, credit to them. They've done well this season. I think they went on a little run a little while back. I don't think they managed to sustain the attack that was going on for the playoffs, but they've done well, and they're in that in-between stage. You know, they're not quite out of the playoff mix, but they'll be playing free. They'll be trying to enjoy their remaining games, and we've got to be ready for that threat.
As you mentioned there, I suppose they're not quite out of that playoff mix, so it sort of gives both sides a lot to play for, which always keeps the intensity high, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a big ask for them to get into the playoffs, but while it's still an option, they need to keep going. And like I say, they can play free. They're not really at danger of going down. There's a possibility of getting playoffs if a few other results go for them, so they're just going to enjoy it. And like I say, we need to be ready for that. And we need to make it difficult, and we need to show the will to win like we have been doing recently.
Just looking at that running during April as well, obviously you've got to go to Hull, which is a long way to go, and then likewise you've got the likes of Norwich, Bristol as well. In terms of that distance, does that have an effect on you as players travelling and stuff like that?
No excuses there. The club have been great. We're actually flying to Hull on Friday. I think they know how much of a big game it is for us. So yeah, there's no excuses on our behalf. We'll go there, we'll prepare properly, we'll rest as best we can, and then, you know, wherever it takes us, we'll do it. And it's just about what we do on the pitch, nothing around it, because everyone at the club's been great with us.